Put some grease in the dish with you and the robot. T-10,000 Terminator Flowbot. Get on the floor and chum up with the guy, cause you gotta hit it hard when you party in Bangkok. Dark back alleys under moonlight, drinking sake, and I just might lose my mind with blurry eyesight. I can't stop now, I can't see no red lights. I'm your body in the limo throwing money, chillin' with the honeys and they really think I'm funny, cause I'm going to the city with a skinny little bitty with a big fake titty. Did you really think I'm ready? Cause you really wanna get it, but you gotta wait a minute. When you finally get it, then you show me you can make it blow. Hurry, you can take it, never gonna have to think you give it to you, better make it so you never wanna go. In the club, pop some bottles and fill my glass.
If we started, we're good. We're going on. This is it.
We're not.
That's a whole cast, man. We're done.
That's it.
We're done.
Buddy.
We already did 45 minutes, man. What are you?
Yeah, sorry, man.
Wow.
Man, goes by fast.
It does.
Yep.
Gentlemen, what's going on tonight? How are you guys?
Hey, man.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Happy birthday, D-Train.
Hey, thanks, man. It is my real birthday.
You couldn't hear it, but we opened the show with some Big Tokyo.
Oh no, you didn't.
We did.
Yes. Yeah, we did.
Oh no.
Would you like to explain to the fans what Big Tokyo is?
Nah.
Big Tokyo is a rap
was the once and future rap group.
Was a rap group by three of the whitest guys I've ever seen, being Dalton Hemingway. Hello.
Oh yeah, man. It was. I've played just about every type of every genre of music. Yeah, hip hop and party music being one of them. Yeah.
Were you not 90 to 95% of the lyrics for Big Tokyo? It sounded like you were rapping an awful lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I rapped. I rapped in a former life. Yeah.
No, you could go. I liked it a little bit. I mean,
thanks,
a little
man.
bit. You know,
it's so.
They say.
No, I would never say that. I get a kick.
He gets butter. It's fine.
I get a kick out of like all this stuff that we kind of made on a whim back in the day. Still, it always bubbles to the top, man. And everything else I do, they're like, "You did this as well," and I'm like, "Yeah, it happened, man. It's out there. I'm glad people still get a kick out of it. This
Space
years
Party
later
has a story and it's hilarious."
Yeah,
okay.
We did do a concept album called Space Party. That is a true fact.
I think it was a tribute to Chris Statlander before he knew Chris Statlander. It was
dude, yeah.
It was a preemptive tribute to
true
the Space Chicks.
It could be true.
If we don't get that in Chris Statlander's ears,
oh yeah,
at the end of the year, I'll be really
god, yeah.
I would be honored.
Somebody's gonna send that to her, like right now, like tonight. Right now.
Oh God.
So listeners at home, if you guys want to check out Big Tokyo on Spotify,
Amazon
you son
Music,
of a bitch,
fucking things everywhere.
Dude,
you would not believe how easy it is for any Joe Schmo that can record their own stuff to get it digitally distributed on Spotify and stuff. Dead easy. So easy. Cost me like $20. $20 a year. And and still on there, man.
Yeah, Big Tokyo.
Do it. People, go create some music. Put it on Spotify. It's easy.
Yeah, it's fun.
Anybody can do
it. Besides Big Tokyo.
Yeah.
I think we're going to talk a little WWE Live show that we went to. We all went and separately, which was strange.
Very weird. I ran into you guys separately.
Yep. So, we can talk about that. I'd like to give a little sneak peek at the maybe a few of the categories for the end of the year awards. Give the listeners a sneak peek what we're working with here. And and that's pretty much it. Maybe just a little short show tonight. So get Dalton on his way with his becoming 29, becoming a man. And
finally, I have been waiting so long. Finally, I'm glad you can confirm me now.
Yeah, right. So, So before we do dive in there, as always, let's do the quick plugs. You guys can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at Main Event Pod. We are on Podbean, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, TuneIn Radio. We've got a hotline. That number to call is 929-260-3099. We got with the awards coming up, feel free to give us a call. Let us know what you think of the nominees. for certain categories. If you're a listener and just want to like express a vote, give us a call, give us a text, let us know. We'll play it on the air, and or read it on the air. We'll let people know what you think of the nominees. And we had Teespring store. Harmon, what's going on with Teespring? Anything fun over there?
Sure.
Business as usual.
Yeah.
Business as usual.
I haven't done a thing over there.
Right. But hoodies are still available. I think
I'm sure they are. If they're not, tell me.
I believe they are. Our summer line is still available. I don't know why, even though it friggin' snowed the other day. But if you want a tank top to run around the snow,
correction, it only snowed where you live the other day.
it's true. It did. It
Word.
snowed like a motherfucker.
Word. Yeah, it did.
So yeah, hit us up on Teespring. Buy a hoodie, buy a tank top, whatever is your fancy. Do that. And Strong Style Brand. Go to strongstylebrand.com/main event pod and fill up your cart full of goodies, t-shirts, hoodies, shoes, whatever they've got there. They got so much goddamn shit there, and it's all pretty sick. They're always running like cool deals too, like flash sales and everything with t-shirts and hats and all kinds of good stuff. Fill all your stuff up there and then go to your checkout and throw in code Main Event Pod. You're going to get 10% off your entire purchase. And a little bit of that gets kicked back our way. So it's a good way to support the podcast if you like us enough. So we would appreciate that.
Dude, I think this weekend, I'm going to pull the trigger. I'm getting one of those hats.
Yeah. Snapbacks.
Yeah. One of the ring logo ones. Ooh. One of those like super clean ring logo ones. Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
That's going to be my next one because I've got a couple of the barbed wire bat ones.
Yeah.
What's the code I can use?
Main Event Pod.
All right. Boom.
10% off, baby.
Love it.
There you have it. So those are the plugs.
I see we made like $1.06 last month.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Get it.
Breaking the bank, baby. There we go. We need more of that. We need more $1.06.
Yeah. You think Dalton's cheap, people? Jesus.
Let's see. What do we got
Only
here?
a few shekels, sir. A few shekels.
So WWE Live. WWE came to Portland.
Yeah, they did.
We all went. I brought my son and his friend and his friend's sister, and then their dad. And that family had never been to a show before, ever. I'm not sure how like current they keep up on like the current products, but they definitely know like wrestling. They watch a lot of like DVDs. Like God, we're driving down there. We were watching like WrestleMania something. I can't.
Oh, DVDs and driving. That's good, John. That's good. Kids.
For the kids. Like this is not like
for the kids. For me and the kids.
We were watching a DVD and not watching the road. Like for the kids, were watching it. So it was pretty cool. And then, so how did you guys find your way there, Harmon? What was your deal? You were.
Well, I got some tickets from somebody I work with. They couldn't make it and had bought 4 tickets. So I said, what the hell? I got them for pretty much like half off. So I took my 2 nephews who are 5 and 10, and my stepfather, and we went to dinner. We went over to Binga's, and then we went to go meet you out there at the end where the wrestlers are coming in. Mm-hmm. And my nephews immediately took off. They didn't want to stand there and wait. So,
oh, really? Where did they go?
Yeah, no, they took a walk with Paul. Went to like Rite Aid, got some candy.
Yeah.
Candy.
Yeah, they walked around.
Yeah. Are they into the wrestling though? Are they? Like,
no. I took Zach, who's a 10-year-old. I took him to the Hollis Fest Pirate Fest show, and he liked it because he could, touch the ring, and Brett Domino and him, chewed at each other, and he had a good time. Him and Puff became friends. But yeah, I guess Zach was like, okay, he was trying to watch it, but the 5-year-old Coop, I don't think he watched 2 minutes of it. He was more interested in getting fried dough and a pretzel and gummies. I bought them like the championship towel.
Oh yeah,
I each got them one, and then I let them pick some gloves. I said, "You want AJ gloves? You want Roman gloves? You want John Cena headbands? What do you want?" They picked AJ and Roman gloves. and Cooper lost his AJ gloves within 2 minutes.
Oh no!
It's just gone.
It's just gone. See ya.
Like, it's okay. I throw $20 bills on the floor all the time. It's fine. But luckily, Zach found it, so he returned them. He had to dig underneath a bunch of seats, and we had to hose them off when we got home. But
Oh, gross.
you know,
Smell.
the
Civic
best
Center.
part of where I was sitting is that Dalton was sitting next to me.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah, like out of all the places, like
Yeah.
you guys want to
Mhm.
to each other. It's so weird. So yeah, so like I said, like you know, I brought my kid and his buddy Cooper, which is funny because you also had a Cooper in your party, Harmon. But yeah,
Weird.
so Quinn's little buddy Cooper came with us, and Cooper's sister Sophia and their dad Chris drove us all down. And yeah, they had never been to a show before. They seemed to really like it. The whole like before the show thing was really cool. We also went to Binga's and got like too much food, and
Easy to do.
yeah,
Oh yeah. Well,
and,
what
like,
kind of let me get a little yummy on you. What kind of wings did you guys get at Binga's?
Okay, so I got
There's a lot of different kinds at Binga's.
yeah, the sauces. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I got like boneless
Mhm.
wings and
Noble.
and sweet Thai chili. I went with the sweet Thai chili.
Ooh, the sweet Thai
And
chili is
I'll say
fucking
this.
bomb, dude.
So funny, real quick, funny little story about the meal is so we obviously the kids ordering off the kids meal. All three kids got the mac and cheese, right? Chris's kids, Cooper and Sophia, they're like loving it. They're gobbling it up. Quinn, that little shit, literally he takes like one smell of it, doesn't even take a bite, and he goes, "This is disgusting. I don't like this," like right in front of the waitress, and I'm like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, Quinn, come on, you gotta at least try it. He tries it, you know, almost gags. Like, and there's nothing wrong with it. It was fine. It's just he's being a little shit.
It's just not the stuff that Dad makes.
It's just
He's
not-
selling,
not-
brother. He's
And,
selling, brother.
So I'm like, Jesus Christ, well, what am I gonna do? Like now I'm like totally second guessing like the sweet Thai chili. I'm like, oh shit, I should have just got like the sauce on the side or something in case this happened. And then I'm like, well, you're gonna either eat this mac and cheese or you're gonna eat sweet Thai chili wings, you know? And
That scared him right back to mac and cheese, did it?
no, I shit you not, man. I give him a bite of sweet Thai chili wings, and he stops. His eyes get huge, and he goes, "I love it." And he ate like an entire, like, you know, chicken tender. Like,
Good for him.
it was great.
You watch him learn something. That's important, dude.
Yeah.
And food like that's important. Learning what you like when you're young like that. You witnessed a very important moment in your
Yes, yeah.
in your son's food life.
Yes,
Yeah. Now you're gonna find him eating pepperoncinis out of the fridge, you know?
I know. Right? He's gonna be that kind of kid.
He's gonna be like, I don't want bologna. Can you give me some suppressata from the deli, father? And you'll be like, whoa, buddy.
you're
What's
gonna
that?
be
Bro.
like, you get an olive loaf and you're gonna like it.
Yeah. My grocery
If-
bill is gonna be through the roof.
If anybody finds himself in Portland hungry, get down to Binga Stadium down on Free Street in Portland.
Yeah.
You cannot go wrong. There is, they have peanut butter and jelly wings. They have these KGB
Crazy.
wings, which is a jalapeno pesto, which is amazing.
Ugh.
And they have the 08 fire sauce. This is not a paid advertisement. I am just a big fucking supporter.
Yeah, we're
they are
not
the
getting
bomb.
paid by Binga's, but
No.
I actually
but
had a
they-
$25 gift card though because I
Killer.
won it at a dealership playing Plinko with 107.5.
Oh, you were telling me about that. Yeah, you got to play Plinko.
Yeah. I
Shit,
played Plinko
yeah. You
in
told me
Clean
that.
House. Yes.
That's amazing.
Harmon, what kind of
so-
wings did you get?
Me?
Yeah, what kind of
My-
wings you get, man?
See, every time I go, I get the same sauce, but I always get the wrong one.
What do you mean?
What?
I do. Every time I go, I think I want the redneck sauce, but what I really want is the spicy redneck sauce because the regular redneck is too sweet.
Just not okay, I got you. You're
Yeah.
looking for that spice.
Yeah, it's a
You're chasing that
buffalo-
dragon.
It's a buffalo maple sauce. Is what it is.
Whoa.
Wow,
I'd
game
eat
changer.
that. I'd eat that.
Yeah,
Huh.
the
Damn.
redneck.
Go get some bingas if you're in Portland.
Yeah.
Anybody. Everybody.
And come on, Blanche.
It's right by the Civic Center. Blanche, dude. The Blanche is where it's at.
Oh, I forgot about the Blanche because I got the
Blanche, yeah, you can get it mixed up.
I got
Yeah.
the fried pickles too.
Oh shit, yeah, dude.
With the
I-
blanch.
I also get I have to get either the burnt ends or the burnt pastrami ends.
Mm.
Yeah.
Both of them are
Dude.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, don't even talk about barbecue and wings and all that shit because. Don't they do the bomb cornbread there too?
Yes. Yeah,
Who?
John, you can have a seat. We're going to talk barbecue now.
Oh, dude.
Dalton, I have had meals
tell me.
done by a man named Bill Gillespie, who is multiple time Jack Daniels Open winner, and he's won like the American Royal Charcoal barbecue competition. He's big. He's big. He's got books on Amazon.
Sounds
Books on
legit.
Amazon.
What did he make you?
Well, I've had brisket. I've had
Oh.
I've had chicken.
Did he make you a little bit of that whole hog?
You guys are so fucked up right now. What's wrong with you guys?
Anyways.
John, are you reeling this show in or what? What the fuck? Just letting it go off the rails like this?
Apparently.
Oh,
Jesus.
the barbecue.
So Dalton, what were you doing at this show?
Oh, I got into Portland at 9 a.m. because I was working the show, brother. No, I was on the I was working with the stagehand union. I do side gigs for them when I'm not doing my other real job. And they always call me when WWE's in town. Last couple years I've done a couple shows.
Just because they know that you're a big wrestling guy?
Yeah, I've told them I was like, I'll do whatever gig. I've done like different Broadway type shows and whatever, but with the wrestling especially, they know to call me. But yeah, it was super weird. I got in at 9 a.m. and we do a load in until like mid-afternoon usually, and I got to put together the ring again, which I did last time as well. So that was interesting because it takes a team of a little insight in a WWE like 20 by 20. It takes like 5 or 6 dudes to put together like good and quick because the turnbuckles, not the turnbuckles, the ring posts are like real huge and it's a lot of steel frame and everything. And I want to sidebar just a little bit about putting rings together because I thought of this story the other day. The first time I ever put a ring together was at a chaotic wrestling show. And I don't remember which show it was. It might have been a Cold Fury or something like that. But
So
Tony, yeah, it was at the Woburn Elks Lodge there. And the first time I ever put a ring together and tore it down after the show, a wrestler picked up the turnbuckle on his shoulder and dropped it on my head. This is not a joke. Like it pivoted on his shoulder and fell on my head. Ouch. And yes, and Harry Aaron was there. Harry, I'll tag him and have him confirm he was there. I stayed at his house that night. Photographer extraordinaire Harry Aaron. Say that 10 times fast. Yeah. Photography extraordinaire Harry Aaron was there, and he was like, "Oh, I don't know, man. You might have a concussion." I was like, "Well, I've never had a concussion before." I ended up not having a concussion, but it was kind of it made me think of that, kind of putting that ring together again this weekend, and yeah,
nobody dropped it on your head, so that's good.
Nobody dropped anything on my head. We were very professional about it.
Who was part of the team? Anybody notable? Like I remember last time you said Charles Robinson.
Yeah, Charles Robinson. He must tour with SmackDown because this was the Raw roster, and it was referee Chad Patton.
There you go. Yeah,
we got to get in with him. Super nice guy, the nicest people. And then for the show, I saw Harmon sitting like second row, literally where I was stationed for the stage, for the show call, sorry. And I was on jackets, so that was fun. I got to run up and grab people's jackets during the show and sit and get paid to watch the wrestling show.
I like how you did the Vince McMahon walk when you walked up there too. It was fancy.
Walked up where?
When you walked up to get jackets.
Did
You were
I
all-
did I do a Vince McMahon walk?
Yeah, you definitely were strutting. You
Oh.
didn't notice that you were doing it?
No, I absolutely not.
Are you kidding? You look like
No.
Conor McGregor walking through the aisle over there.
I'm a goddamn professional. I wasn't trying to walk any certain way.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
I was trying to walk
in the
with purpose.
shadow of the spotlight being on the ring.
Well,
Uh,
the stage manager was like, you walk right over to Byron. He will have all said coats, and right as the bell rings, you walk over, walk with purpose and quickness and stealth. and
you had the
scoop up
purpose.
Hey,
So then,
that's
like,
what he asked.
Byron gives you the jackets. You
Yeah,
bring him in,
he just kind of scoops him over, and I bring him out back, and
take a smell.
Bob's your
and
uncle.
you, drop him off.
Dude, I won't name any names, but some wrestlers' entrance gear is a little fucking riper than others.
Yeah.
I won't name any names, but they're
Well,
not
you
not
told
the.
me. You told
Are you
me
telling me Finn Balor has a smelly leather coat?
I can't.
I did
imagine.
I did not grab Finn Balor's coat. Actually, the stage manager himself did. So
Yeah,
he did that
I would
one.
have stolen it.
You
I
want
bet
you
it smells like
throwing
Irish
it up
Spring.
to Johnny in the 10th row.
Mm-hmm.
Does it smell
Mhm.
like Irish Spring? I bet it does.
Oh, that would be damn ironic if it did. Another little sidebar about Finn Balor, because before the show call, I was wandering around Portland after the load-in because I had time to kill until 6, and I was walking by the Civic Center just to scope out the people that were lined up. Walked through and saw one Jonathan Fashion the First just there. He jumps
there.
out in front of me, and I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like ran into you by pure chance.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Hey man, what are you doing?" He's like, "Hey, I'm here with my kid and some friends." And he's like, "Finn Balor's right over there signing autographs."
Yeah. It was very
And I look over my shoulder and I'm like, "Oh, Finn Balor's right over there signing autographs right outside the Civic Center."
Yeah.
So that was interesting.
I will say that was the highlight of the night, I think. It was
Dude, your kid was losing it. The Quinster was pumped.
Yeah. Quinn, so Finn Balor is obviously like Quinn's favorite WWE superstar. And we kind of went in there thinking like, all right, it'd be really cool to meet Finn and get an autograph. But that's like, that's kind of like me as a kid, like meeting Hulk Hogan.
I've been there, dude.
It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
gonna happen, right? You think it's not
Yeah.
gonna happen. You're gonna meet, I don't know, No Way Jose. Like that's who you think you're gonna meet. No, nothing against No Way Jose. It's just like those are who I thought we would meet. I didn't think that we would meet Finn Balor. And sure enough, man, like we're there 10 minutes and Finn Balor pulls in and he signs.
Sure as Irish rain.
Make sure you tweet at No Way Jose and tell them that, Johnny. In fact, use that exact Twitter
Yes,
handle.
please do.
Don't
That exact
deviate it.
one. Because that is my buddy Jose. No way. Jose.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so Finn, man, he signed for everybody, which is so cool.
Nicest guy. My God.
Nicest guy.
Picture everyone.
Yeah,
awesome.
People are getting selfies with him.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just so nice, man. He gave my son a 2-suite. I mean, it was fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got a picture with the boys and just talked to him for a few minutes. And then he signed like this that wrestling club card that I got a while ago. That's a pretty
Killer card.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Artist Chris Madison did it, and it's just really cool. He did our logo with the Maine state flag logo as well.
I love
So
that logo.
yeah,
Good
so it was
logo.
cool. Like Finn looked at the card and kind of looked it over like pretty thoroughly, and he looks at me and goes, This is really cool. And I was like, "Oh, thanks, man." And and then he signed it, and it's a
He thinks John drew it.
yeah, he thinks I drew it. No, it's just
You're like, yeah.
something that he
My mom says I'm getting pretty good.
piece of art. Well, it must be weird for these guys, right? Like seeing pieces of art of
True, yeah.
them
People
that
make
they,
for them. Yeah, man.
that they've never seen before. So I don't know,
Mhm.
it was really cool. And then Byron Saxton did the same. He's kind of signed for everybody. I didn't really
Nicest guy.
I didn't have anything for Byron to sign.
You didn't have any Byron cards?
No.
All custom made for
I-
fucking Byron?
I know. I did not. But no, he
Raw
was super
house show
nice.
host extraordinaire. Damn right, he's the nicest guy.
He was super nice. Dana Brooke, super nice.
The
signed for
nicest.
everybody.
I didn't meet her, but
She was great. Like she was
Yeah?
amazing. She signed for
That's
everyone. It was just awesome. She commented on The people that were with like Sophia's nails. She had like these WWE, like she painted her nails like WWE logos, and
That's rad.
yeah, she like commented on them. Like it's just cool. Like she's super chill, down to earth, like willing to get pictures with anybody, and super hot too. So didn't
Nice.
didn't affect it at all.
Dude, everybody's all like juiced up on wanting to hear who's an asshole and all that shit. I want to know who like the nicest people are. I want to know who's nice. Like people are like, man, Sami Zayn, he's just the fucking nicest, and I'm like, that's what I want to hear.
Not what I've heard. I've heard he's fucking annoying. So
listen, I don't know him. I haven't met him. I want to.
I haven't met him either. You hear like different podcasts and stories and stuff. It's like, oh my god, he must be the most annoying person on the planet.
Yeah, but no, man, we had a great experience before the show. It was so awesome. It was like everything that I could have asked for going to show. Like the first time I brought Quinn to show like the SmackDown brand, he was all about Shinsuke, and obviously like Shinsuke like didn't sign and or get pictures or anything, and so that was a little disappointing. But like we got Becky Lynch, which was awesome. And but this time around, I mean, Jesus, Finn Balor is like, it was just perfect, man. I thought it was so cool. And
I hate to bring it up again, but I mean, we feature something with Becky Lynch's face on it, and she becomes SmackDown Women's Champion.
It's true. I mean, we're good luck.
You guys did it. You guys won the women's championship.
We did it. Guys, we did it.
Evolution.
I'm just saying this bodes well for Finn and Dana Brooke. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well,
can I point out something? Can I point out just something that I noticed with the Evolution pay-per-view? It was super good and everything, but they kept the name. They named it Evolution, which is also the name of a prominent stable.
Yes.
In WWE history that was around for a very long time, very successful.
Correct.
But they changed War Machine's name coming into NXT to the War Raiders, assuming that it was maybe too close to Heavy Machinery. I'm just saying that's kind of silly.
Is that why?
It's that's what I've heard. That's what I heard, is that it was War Machine and Heavy Machinery was just a little too close with the machineness, so they changed it to the War Raiders.
I just assumed that they didn't want to like sell the rights or something. That's just what I always
because they do other stuff.
Well, I know, but I mean, I think it's like all personal preference. Like I think like
true.
I think that Hanson and Rowe probably have some kind of right to that name, or maybe.
Or maybe New Japan does,
or ROH,
or someone.
Yeah.
Maybe trade I don't know. I just thought that was funny that they'd name. I mean, it was fitting. Like it was very fitting, and like nothing wrong with it. But I just thought it was funny. I
didn't like it at first. I'm okay with it now. It doesn't bother me. When they first did it, I was like, oh, that sounds horrible.
WWE's just funny with names. They're just weird with names. What they'll do and what they won't do sometimes.
Yeah, it fascinates me too on like that whole part of the business, trademarking and all that stuff.
Trademark, yeah. It's interesting shit, man.
Yeah. The card. What did you guys think of the card? Because I have some opinions on it, but I'll ask you guys first. What did you guys think of the?
Did it start out with this? What started as a women's single and then turned into the 6 women tag?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it was Sasha Bailey Dana.
Yes.
Correct.
Versus Ruby Riott, Alicia Fox, and Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
It was good. It was good. Big pop for Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
Being New England girl. Love it. Kind of the home region.
I liked that. I mean, it's probably because Sasha and Bailey are on TV all the time or whatever, but they gave Dana Brooke quite a bit to do in that match.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the place to do it, man. Hit these house show loops.
And I know Dana Brooke had that horrible thing happened with her boyfriend passed away and everything, and it kind of showed for a while. Like she really wasn't into it. She looks like she's back to being like happy and super into it, and she looks like $1 million again. And
dude, she looks really great.
But she goes through these spurts where I think she's doing really good and she's going to be on top of the world. And then, she disappears,
Yeah. I mean, the potential's there, man. I think if they were, I think it's going to be a little bit more tough now because, they've got Ronda there and they've got some like really,
competitors,
but
they just
she'll be right.
Yeah, they dumped so much fucking talent right on top.
Yeah.
You know, and they're, I don't know, once they do another like big scoop of NXT, hopefully they'll come up with like a women's mid-card division, but the women's mid-card is weird.
I don't see why, if you're gonna, keep hiring all these people. I mean, you're soaking up so much talent. I mean, give the women their own 1 hour show like you do 205 Live.
Yeah.
Fans of it will find it and they'll like it. I watched the Mae Young tournament like all the way through over the weekend, and I thought this was a really great tournament. Like the stories were good, the matches were great, the commentary was good. I loved it.
Yeah, the division is really saturated, and like they have such a talented division, but they're just not doing things with certain superstars. Like Asuka is,
oh god,
she's just what is she doing? Ember Moon,
yeah,
like
Ember Moon,
Riot, like Ruby Riot is incredible. Like she's really cool.
I know, but that's the problem though. They have a bunch of aces.
Yeah, it's really hard to show everybody's talent and put people on top. I think right now they have, well, I mean, I think Becky obviously deserves to be on top. Ronda, I get why she's there, but I don't know.
Yeah,
really, I don't think she really deserves to be there. But I get why they're doing it. It's marketing and it's views and buys and everything. But I mean, if you're going strictly on talent, like Becky Lynch, obviously, definitely deserves to be on the top. She is like the hottest thing they have going right now.
Yeah.
And
I love Becky and Charlotte. They're fucking amazing.
Yeah. But anyway, back to the show. I think this opening card was really cool, and I think it was a cool spot to put the women too. Usually they do like a hot start with, like a couple of cruiserweights or like a couple of like really high paced, like fast moving guys. But they went with like the women, which I think is really something to be said for, that they're like trusting these women to like get the crowd on their feet, and I just thought it was really cool. I was like,
and in a pretty energetic match too.
Yeah.
There was a lot of going on.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was one of the better matches on the card. And I'll just say this now: I think the card overall wasn't that good. I think that there were kind of a lot of stinker matches. This one was fantastic, not just because of the comparables, but I thought it was just a really good match on any card. But I think that there were some matches later on the card that I was just like, oh my god, like snooze fest, man! Like, No Way Jose versus Bobby Lashley was just like excruciating to get through.
Not great.
And Leo Rush was annoying as fuck,
dude. That's something I want to ask you guys. What do you guys think of this role for Leo Rush?
Lashley.
He's getting that heat, brother.
I can't get behind it. It's like it's annoying me, and I know that it's like supposed to.
It's weird, man. It's like he's doing it on purpose. It's weird.
Yeah.
Right. I know.
It's like he knows I fucking hate it. He's getting in my head, man.
But like how long can that shtick last?
Oh, not long. No. It's so fucking ironic. The dude's the next Rey Mysterio physically, but they have him doing this. That's what's frustrating.
Yeah.
He's a psycho freak athlete, and he's like screaming at people. It's just strange.
Yeah. Harmon, what were you gonna say?
I can't remember.
Of course.
Well, it's like Vince McMahon looked at him and he's like, "What's the second best thing he does besides wrestle?"
Yes.
He talks a little bit of shit. Have him do that.
Dude, he's really tiny too. I've never seen him.
I walked
like when he came
right
here,
by him backstage. I was working, but yeah, he's small.
Yeah, when he came up for Limitless, I didn't catch that show. So I really had no gauge on like what he looks like in real life. And I'm like, wow, I think this guy's smaller than me. It was just like weird.
Yeah, he's a short dude. I mean, he's like 0% body fat, and he's shredded like Spider-Man. But I mean, he's just a short dude.
Yeah, but like, what does he weigh? Like 160? Like he's got to weigh like 160, right? Like he's tiny.
Probably less, maybe 150s. He's small.
He's
dense.
Pairing him with Lashley obviously doesn't help him. It helps Lashley because it makes Lashley look even more gigantic. But it just kind of like makes Leo.
He's like Jimmy Hart, dude. He's like Jimmy Hart next to Hulk. Like, come on, baby. Come on, Hulk, baby. Come on, baby.
Hey,
Oh, it's gonna bench press you. Bench press you down to Daytona Beach, baby. Come on, baby.
I just wish Bobby Lashley would stop smiling.
Yeah,
I wish
it's
they'd
weird.
bring back Jimmy Hart to just manage Bobby Lashley. Come on, baby Lashley. Come on. You're an MMA Lashley, baby. Come on down to Daytona Beach, baby.
How great would that be?
That would be
That'd
awesome.
be amazing. Oh, put Jimmy Hart with Lashley. I'm gonna tweet
Really?
that. I'm gonna tweet that.
I really miss managers just picking fights. Well, yeah, my guy can beat your guy. You know, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
Mhm. Heenan and shit. Bring
boy.
back the good managers. Dude.
Sorry.
Yeah, never mind. No. I was gonna go off on a tangent. Stop me while
Yeah,
you,
Okay.
you
Well, I
chug right along.
So I
Chug right along.
thought that match was a real stinker. I thought the Jinder Mahal Chad Gable match wasn't great. I mean, it's fine.
I kind of liked that shit. I hadn't really been paying attention to the Jinder Mahal shtick now with the meditating and the breathing, but I think it's fucking hilarious. I think it's really, really funny. And Chad Gable looked pretty fucking good, man. That dude's got
Chad
kid's
Gable
got
is
vinegar.
incredible.
Kid's got vinegar.
Jesus.
Yeah. Hey, it's a thing.
No, I think Chad Gable's amazing, and I don't dislike Jinder either. I just thought it's just one of those matches this is a house show match that I don't know. It's just it
was sticky too. It kept going on and on and on. You know, it was really a time filler. It was really a time filler.
I know the crowd hated Jinder pretty good. He got
he's great.
Booze.
Yeah,
he's super good.
Well, you said it's a time filler, and it filled so much time. I feel like this match lasted forever.
It wouldn't have been so noticeable if they hadn't done it, twice.
Two almost 3 times. Yeah,
because then Tyler Breeze comes out.
Yeah,
and then they have another match.
What a big pop for him, though.
Yeah, good. Pop.
I was super disappointed because I thought it was going to be Fandango because Dango was backstage.
I saw Dango.
He was visiting. Because Dango's from Maine. I figured he'd be there, and I figured he'd be on the show, but I guess he was just hanging out and wanted to come home for a night. I guess. Good for him.
He's
I thought he was taking the night off.
Well, he was on
That's
Instagram
good.
the next day, in Florida,
Oh, was he out the next day?
Scream Fest or something, or I don't know.
Oh, really? Because he's been posting stuff from Portland,
Oh, shit.
lately. So
I know.
I thought that he was just around.
Good for him.
Doing his rehab stuff still.
That must be nice being home. I've never been on the road,
Well,
but
it's funny because everybody's pulling in these rental cars, and here comes Fandango with this giant white Toyota that's clearly a personal vehicle. It's fucking mud on the side and shit. Giant tires, and I'm like, oh,
that's
wow.
That's a real dude. Fandango's a real dude.
Who's this guy?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's Fandango. I'm like, oh yeah, shit. That's
Good
his
for him.
truck, for his main home,
Mm-hmm.
I was disappointed too because I thought especially since Breeze came
I
out,
would have thought,
I was okay, Breeze is gonna get into trouble, and then the music's gonna hit.
That's exactly what I
thought
is
gonna come out, and there you go. Even as just a distraction, and then there you go. But it's it just seemed like such a missed opportunity. Why
he wouldn't have had a gear, just run out, trade a couple little forearms, throw a big old drop kick, and just kind of yay! You don't have to wrestle a match. I don't know.
You don't even have to do anything. You're just gonna come out and be a distraction, and then Breeze rolls up Jinder. I just those are the things that I'm why aren't you doing that? Why aren't you doing that?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make any sense. His hometown, the crowd would go ballistic. I don't understand.
Oh my god, it's Johnny Curtis, and he comes out in his street clothes.
Yeah, for a house show, it didn't seem like this show was produced for the house. You know what I mean? And let's talk about the Finn Balor match. Finn not going over Baron Corbin at a house show, I thought was insane. Why wouldn't you have arguably your most popular superstar go over, a dirty heel at a house show? That doesn't mean anything. You don't have to. It's not like it's getting reported on. It's not like they're going to bring it up on Raw or anything. It's just it just didn't make any sense to me. And it seemed like right before intermission, you kind of had the crowd go, okay, that was weird. And maybe I'm a little biased because Quinn really took it hard. But I was
just about to say, what was the Quinsters review?
Yeah, what are you guys doing? Why wouldn't you have Finn go over? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It's a house show. It's for the house and nothing more. I don't know. It just seemed like there was a lot of decisions at a house show that they just was fuck it. It's a house show. We're not going to put any effort into producing anything. Like, it was just like, just go out and do what we do, I guess. Figure it out. So, I don't know. It was just strange that Baron Corbin went over on Finn. When
In the end, with the old switcheroo.
Yeah. I don't know. It was strange. But I thought the main event was good. I thought the main event was really good, actually.
See, I didn't get to see that because my nephews were sleeping. We were in the quietest section of the entire arena. Was it not quiet over there?
It was pretty quiet, man. Well, that's they only lined chairs up so far on the floor back towards the stage. So yeah, it was kind of like an empty desert-ish area behind. It was kind of quiet.
But yeah, the nephews were falling asleep, and after that Bobby Lashley match, they were done.
Yeah, the Lashley put him
that
to
was
sleep.
that was the nail in the coffin. Thanks, Bobby Lashley.
Surprise.
My nephews will never ever start a conversation now with, well, my love of wrestling started when my uncle took me to a house show.
That's too bad. Hey, dude, at least you tried, man. At least you had like the sense to be like, hey, I got these tickets. Like, I'm gonna like that's you did a good uncle spot, man. You know, come on.
Listen to this. Now think about this. Put this in your bucket. What would your tribe had thought if they had seen Leo Rush wrestling how Leo Rush can wrestle? Do you think they might have thought that was a little more interesting than having him? Yeah.
You know what? That's a great
just throwing that out there in the universe. Those kids could have been seeing like real life fucking Spider-Man shit. And
that's a great point because during the main event, I was thinking that. I was like, man, there's been zero high spots on here. Like zero.
There was not much at all.
Like nothing. There had been nothing.
Yeah. What's the point of having guys not on TV if they can't dive off top of shit on house shows?
And then and even Seth, I think, went for like a suicide, but then he got stopped.
It was
what the fuck is that?
Dude. Yeah.
Just,
I don't know, man.
And so I was like, yeah, like if I this experience was obviously like more for my kid. Like if I were to go to this show as an adult without my kid, I would have been like, that's probably the worst wrestling show I've ever seen. Like, cause like nothing was geared towards entertaining an adult male. I felt like, in this show.
It's hard because it seems like, I don't know, obviously like this house show is just a tiny spot, like blip on the great fucking world tour machine that is the WWE, but like it kind of felt like a big fucking commercial.
Yeah.
Like, and I know that's kind of just par for the course because it's a giant fucking publicly trained $1 billion company, but right. I don't know, man. And it is for the kids. And I see that even more on the house shows than even on TV. Because on TV, it's a bigger kind of slice of things. But the house shows are definitely for the kids. Like you're dragging kids out to house shows. It's not for adults. So it's kind of, you can be like, wow, this kind of sucks. But the kids like, I met Finn Balor in the parking lot. Right. I'm going to spend $80 on AJ Styles gloves, you know?
Yeah.
We're the ones
they just want your man.
$4.
Wrestling.
$4 for sodas. And
yeah. Fuck that shit, man. Come up to Orono. I'll fucking drive you. I'll drive everyone up to Orono.
But I don't care. Like, Harmon, you made like a great point at the beginning of this recording is like where, you guys, you brought like the same kids, right, to like a Limitless show, and they had a blast. They weren't they weren't falling asleep. They were able to touch the ring. They were able to interact with the wrestlers, and like that is a great experience. And like the reason why this was a great experience, this WWE show for me, is because like we met Finn Balor, we met Brian Saxon, but as far as the show went, like the actual show,
it was the shits.
It was not great. It was nothing. I mean,
like the women's match was pretty good. Yeah. The women's that was about it. Yeah, the rest of them were all kind of really not great.
I don't know, man.
And like Quinn liked the show obviously because he's 5, and so he likes.
And he met Finn Balor, which was probably like blowing his mind.
Yeah, like the show in general, though. Like he liked the Finn Balor match up until the end. Like he loved seeing Dean and Seth come out. Like he popped super hard for Dean and Seth. Like that was great for him. But like as far as being like an entertaining, like wrestling all around wrestling show, like it wasn't great. It wasn't good at all. And it's like you can kind of see it too, like in the numbers. I mean, there's a lot of people there, but I was looking at a ton of empty seats, and I know, I know that
Dude.
I know that they don't sell out like the Civic Center anymore, like they used to during the Attitude Era. But it was like, well, shit, man, like maybe up your game, like maybe,
Yeah. Well, dude, that WWE house shows, like maybe not so much the TV, or it's all the fucking same thing. The house shows especially are literally targeted for like kids' parents' wallets, while shows like Limitless are geared toward live audiences, and that directly affects the entire way you're going to put together a show. Like think about how WWE put together their show with a lot of time filler, a lot of fucking shenanigans, turning matches into other matches, and it just fucking fills time. Where you go to an independent show and Randy's like, I only have so much fucking time in this building, I'm gonna pack 35 matches into one night, and everybody's gonna be like floored by the end of it. And I don't know, man. I'm seeing through the corporate bullshit, man.
Well, and I mean, the thing is, like, I did think about that too during, and I was like, man, like maybe I'm getting a little jaded now because I've been so blessed with, just seeing like these awesome Limitless shows and like all this local wrestling that you can be so interactive with, and just, there's so many high spots and these guys doing like crazy spots, and really like giving it everything they have, and then you see like this watered down like WWE show.
Well, also, if I can speak kind of for us, we're also at Let's Wrestle. We're seeing it like 2 rows back from people who are like working their fucking asses off, and like, they're working with passion and purpose. And then you go to WWE show like this, where you're like, wow, this is amazing. And you're in the big fucking quote unquote arena, and you see people like fucking sleepwalking through matches. And sometimes it's fucking obvious too. Like, I don't know, man.
No, I mean, I think that's a good point. And not to say that these guys aren't working hard. I mean, I thought,
well, what I mean is like, I don't
there's no incentive for them to put on 5-star matches at house shows.
Right, exactly.
True. And I think, I don't know, I mean to point out that I don't think you or I or we are jaded. We are just privy to a local wrestling scene that holds itself to a higher fucking standard. That's what it comes down to. So we're seeing good shit, and that we're not being jaded in any way. Like, we love good wrestling.
Well, right. But I mean, I'm always like the first guy to be like, oh God, this fucking Mark, like, settle down. Like, this guy who just like, hates WWE, and he's just all about like indies. And it's like, I'm like, dude, fucking settle down. Like, WWE is still like entertaining. Like, I enjoy the WWE product, but then I go to a house show and I'm like, God, this is like so watered down. And it's like, I find myself becoming that guy that I roll my eyes at, at a show. So, well,
it's not hard when they produce their house shows a certain way, kind of like they did. So, I mean, who
I found it surprising, got a really great reaction was the B Team.
Dude, people love the fucking B Team. I thought that was great. I noticed that. Like, people were into it, dude.
My son has never seen the B Team. He didn't even know who the fuck they were. And at the end of that match, he knew the chant. He was going for it. Like, he was doing the whole, like, go, go, go. I mean, it was great. And he had never even heard of them before.
I will not be shy telling you that the second those dudes came out from, because I was positioned with the EMTs off to the side of the stage, and those guys coming right out of the gate, those guys, I'd never seen them live, and their fucking energy and everything about them, they were like really like giving it like their all. It was, I don't know how to describe it. They were just like fucking on and actually, again, working with a fucking purpose, and they were great, and people recognize that.
Yeah, it was very, really cool.
Like, it took me by surprise.
One, like, this is kind of off topic, but I failed to mention it earlier, but I'm going to mention it now. The guy who is sitting next to my friend Chris, right, the dad of like the Quinn's buddies who came, and keep in mind, Chris has never been to a wrestling show at any level, in indie show, WWE at all. The guy sitting next to Chris was the most intense guy I have ever seen at a show.
Oh yeah.
I swear he thought this stuff was real, and he was so loud and he was so intense and getting into it and clapping so loud that like when he was separating his hands to then go back to clap, like he was almost hitting Chris in the face, and he was screaming and just screaming so loud, and he had like no teeth, and I was
Those are
laughing.
my people, dude.
I was just laughing so hard because Chris had to sit next to this guy and just endure it, you know. Chris is like raising his eyebrows at me, going like, "What the fuck is wrong with this guy? Like, is this like, are these your people? Like, is this one of your guys?"
Yes.
And I had to be like, "No, man. Like, come on, this is."
I'll tell you what, Johnny. I'll tell you right now. Those are my people.
Those are your people.
Because
No,
if you have the balls to run wrestling in Maine, you take everything we got to offer. And let me tell you what, we make a very special breed of professional wrestling fan.
This guy, man, this guy was intense.
And if you're going to do wrestling in this town, you're gonna take all. You're gonna take all the eyesores with all the diamonds, brother.
He was crazy, man. Like Chris was just. I could sense like the uncomfortableness. I was like, oh no, like this guy. Of course, this guy is sitting next to us. Of course he is. But yeah, that's a great moment. And then like after the show, I'm like, hey man, who was your friend next to you? Did you make friends with that guy? He's like, oh my god.
Did you get that dude's number?
Yeah.
Was he driving a Saturn?
He had like he had like his kid with him, and his wife had no teeth too, and like the kid.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, I felt bad because I was like, oh man, that kid has like no chance. Like these people,
real wrestling fans don't have all their teeth. I stand by that.
Man,
I'm in that club.
Yeah,
don't
brother.
have all your teeth.
Yeah, I haven't had all my teeth since I don't know grade
You know,
school.
here and there around the McDonald's parking lot.
Yeah. Jesus. Anything else? Anything else on this this show?
Drew McIntyre's coat is huge.
Yes, it looked. You could have like
curled up in like a sleeping bag.
Yeah, like it felt like a teenager's sleeping bag.
Yeah,
it was big, like it was bulky.
He was great, man. He was really good that night.
He's another guy, works with purpose.
Yeah.
He just
Elias was really great, man. Elias was really good that night.
I walked with Elias to the ring. Me and the stage manager, and the other guy. Yeah, because we broke him out of the curtain there, and we went out. Yeah. And dude, he was on.
That was right when I left. You were dragging us to the stage.
Dude, I'll tell you something. I've always liked Elias, and walking next to that dude for fucking 10 seconds. From curtain to ring, taking a knee at the ring and watching the segment, that dude just intense. You could fucking feel it around him. Like he was on. And that's a guy, especially obviously having to play guitar live every fucking house show. That is a big deal. I play guitar. I've played music. Having to do that, getting fuck off. You having to get in and out of that bouncy ass ring on a stool. Just sitting in the bouncy ring on a stool playing guitar is so fucking impressive. No one understands that. It is so impressive. Oh, it's sickening.
You see him?
Wow.
No, he was he was awesome. He mistakenly called the Old Port Old Town.
Yeah,
and,
you got a double boo.
But he like
because
recovered so great. Like he's so good. You know, he said something along the lines of like, "Oh, I'm being told that it's actually called Old Port, which shows how much I care about this town," which I thought was really funny. You know, he's
great. He's so good. Yeah. He is the dude. He's gold. He's the best. He's the best.
And the match was pretty good. I mean, Drew McIntyre really shined for me in that match. Like that guy has got it. Like even you know the other guy went with Chris. Like he doesn't really know much. He even pointed that out. He was like, man, that Drew McIntyre guy seems like he could be like the next guy. Like he could be really good.
Oh, yeah,
you know, and
big
then
time.
I gave him like the whole backstory on him. I'm like, yeah, you know, he was here super young, and then he like left, and you know, because it didn't really work out, and then he made a name for himself, and then he came back, and he's jacked, and he looks like $1 million, and now he's like killing it. So like, yeah, he's definitely like the tier right below like the main event. Like he's gonna be the guy like in a year.
The way I describe Drew McIntyre to my wife is he's like a walking, talking, living, breathing romance novel cover. Like he is every dude on every romance. He's like 6'7", and he's like shredded, just rippling muscle.
Not like gross, like too hairy, not like too hairy gross. It's like perfectly hairy, you know, like it's all going in the same direction.
Right.
He looks like a Greek god. He looks like a Scottish god.
Yeah.
He's
psychopath. Yeah.
Yep. Amazing.
Great. So.
Sorry, I'm pining over Drew McIntyre.
You know, his tent size,
his jacket. I'll tell you this: he wasn't the one that smelled bad.
No, because I remember I asked you.
He didn't smell.
Because that was honestly, and this may be a token to your nice job that night. That was the first time I noticed you going to the ring.
Ever? Like, oh, Jesus, dude! I've done like 6 podcasts with you, and you never noticed me before.
No, I mean going to the ring, weirdo.
I'm fucking with you. It's fine.
I was like, hey, I was like, oh shit, there's Dalton. Hey, look at him getting the gimmicks.
Hey,
he's getting the gimmicks. Holy shit, there he is. And that was the first time I noticed you. So, and then I texted you. I said, what does Drew McIntyre's jacket smell like?
Oh yeah. What did I say?
You said surprisingly fresh.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, he wasn't the one. He wasn't the one.
And then we asked what you do with it. And you said, "Oh, I just took it out to my car."
You stole it.
You asked what I do with it. I brought all of them out to my car and stole them.
Yeah,
I didn't really.
I would have paid big money for the Finn jacket, but
it was one of the revival. One of the revival smelled bad.
Ah, there it is.
You're gonna guess who? I won't say.
The revival.
Also, I probably couldn't tell because I was holding both of their jackets, so I'll never know. I'll never know. I doubt it was both. That'd be strange, huh?
Well, I bet it was.
They're both like, you know what? We're going to say no to deodorant. Say no! No!
Oh, Jesus. So, so that was our night. Separate but equal there.
Very separate. That was weird. That was a very strange day.
Yeah.
Did you want to get into a little sneak peek?
Yeah, let's get a little sneak peek.
A little sneaky? I see. We didn't talk about this beforehand, so I'm interested. What kind of little sneaky peeky you want to give?
Well, I think we should.
We can edit this out if you want to discuss it a little, but
no. I think we should just give away some, maybe one or two categories.
Just a tip.
Just
a little bit. Which ones? I'll let you decide.
Oh boy.
You act.
I'm not even looking at it.
I'm not even looking at it either. Well, so here's the deal. So for those of you that don't know, we're doing the end of the year awards, and we've got a bunch of categories, and we've narrowed down the nominees. We got nominations submitted from each independent wrestling promoter in Maine. So we've got nominees from Let's Wrestle, Limitless, NAWA, and Pro Wrestling Takeover. And then we added a few more as we saw fit here. And
pump them up, even amount.
Yeah. So just kind of fill them out, and so we've got all the categories filled with the nominations, or
14 categories.
And so 14 categories, and let's see, what should we give away tonight?
Are you thinking just the category name, just like?
No, let's give the whole thing. Category name, and the nominees.
Oh, okay, all right. What do you think?
Let's do Team of the Year. Let's give us.
That's a good one, man. That's a really good one.
Let's give our listeners.
All right.
So it's tag team or trios of the year.
Tag team, trio, or faction.
Right.
Yes.
And so we've got.
I
got nominees are.
Yep.
Nominees are.
Added in a drum roll.
Yeah, right. I'll edit in that drum. Harmon used to have. Harmon, do you still have the sound effects? No. Unbelievable. No, you don't.
They got rid of those.
They did. All right, so
you complained because I played them too much, and they got rid of them.
you did. I couldn't get a word in. All right, so the nominees are for tag team or trios or faction of the year. We've got the Maine State Posse, clearly. The Chad Epic Initiative.
Mm-hmm.
I should say MSP from Let's Wrestle. Chad Epic Initiative from NAWA.
Mm-hmm.
Representing Pro Wrestling Takeover, we've got Gavin Glass and Jordan Falco. And then we've got, who did we decide on? Thick Boys?
Mm-hmm. Jay, Freddie, and John Silver.
Yep. And Whiskey Dick. Did we decide on Whiskey Dick?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. They are in there. And then did we have any more? I think
yes, we had the Dream Team.
The Dream Team.
Austin Theory, Christian Casanova, MJF, managed by Stokely Hathaway. Best manager in the biz right there.
He is. So there we go. So we got MSP, Chad Epic Initiative, Gavin Glass and Jordan Falco, Thick Boys, Whiskey Dick, and the Dream Team. So those are your nominees for Team of the Year.
Ooh, that's a good dude. That's one we really filled up. That one's good.
Yeah, we did. We really filled it up.
We
filled it up, brother.
Filled it up, brother. Fill up my tankard full of mead, Viking. I don't know, man. This has been a good birthday.
Yeah.
Hey, this is
birthday fantastic. Birthday boy. Do you want to give away one more? Give away one more, birthday boy.
Oh, really? You think so?
Yeah. Why don't you do
Which
it?
one? Oh my god.
Everyone,
which
you
one?
want? You're the birthday boy.
Oh my god, this is a horrible choice. A horrible and beautiful gift. All right. Oh, dude. All right. I want to get this out there. I'm stoked about this one. Hey, Jonny.
Yes, that's me.
Who do you think is going to be this year's Blue Chipper?
Oh, God, stop talking like that. Oh, my God. Blue Chipper, yeah. We've got some great nominees in there. Do you want to tell the folks at home who they are?
Do you dare me to read them?
Yeah, read them up.
All right, man. So we came up with a category called Blue Chip Prospect. Some up and rising young wrestlers and talent. We have Kevin Blackwood from Limitless. We got Antoine Nicholas from Let's Wrestle, who we just got to see the last show. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was great. He was super
fantastic.
Good.
Yeah.
CJ Taylor from NAWA. Terrell Kenneth from Pro Wrestling Takeover. Brett Domino from Let's Wrestle as well. And then this one, we kind of debated on these guys. These guys slipped in, but it seems so obvious now. Limitless, we got Josh Briggs and Austin Theory.
Great
as
picks.
the Blue Chip Prospect. That is a fucking stacked category.
Yeah, it is.
A lot of fucking dudes, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And a couple of these guys we get to see fucking live all the time. It's great.
Oh man.
I'm so excited for this, guys.
I'm excited, man, for this year-end awards. Harmon, what about you over there? Do you want to
I've already voted. I'm staying out of this.
You're staying you've already voted and you're staying out.
Yeah.
All right.
You're an early adapter. You got your shit done, dude.
Yep. So yeah, so we've got the nominees are out there filling up the categories, and then right now we are going through the voting.
Process.
Yeah, the voting process here. We've got a panel of judges who are going to be doing the
We have an
voting.
elite panel.
Very elite, I would
Each
say.
panel of super villains
So-
in a layer. We all gather in a layer. We all have hairless cats.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so Mikey's the only villain.
right.
I don't know. Alba's a villain.
John Alba, a villain.
Definitely.
Oh, I don't know. Secret villain panel. I shouldn't be revealing.
Let's not be revealing the panel. So we're going through the voting, and we
on the panel. Sorry. Damn it. Spilled another one. Sorry, man. Loose lips sink ships, Johnny.
Get out of here. You're off the panel. Get out.
Oh, I'll sail away in the sea of beer.
So that's about it, guys. That's the show tonight. I think, right? Unless you guys have anything else.
No. Don't let me have anything else.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Brave.
Harmon, where can people find you on social media? The social.
At Harmon316 on Twitter, and that's all you need to follow.
No Instagram?
I mean, you can if you just want to be creepy and see what I like all day long. I mean,
Yeah, I do that sometimes. I go, what pictures does Harmon like?
Yeah.
And I want to say
shocked
that
and appalled.
Well, I want to say that I'm not shocked anymore, but you still manage to shock me sometimes. I'm like, whoa, Harmon!
I had to do some like heavy like unfollows the other day through the show account. I'm like, ooh, that wasn't for us. That was
yeah. You know what? Those keep popping up. I keep doing that too. I go, Harmon, come on, god damn it! You're on the wrong account, buddy. Yep. Dalton, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter talking about wrestling and Instagram with pictures of my beautiful daughter on at Hemingway207.
Nice. And
it's Hemingway with one M in Hemingway.
There you go.
It's a beef I've had to deal with for 29 years.
Really? People throw the extra
People
M?
throw an extra M in there, yeah. Although the only famous Hemingway ever, Ernest Hemingway, spelt it with one M. Huh. Figure that out. People's brains are like two M's.
All the famous for being an alcoholic. So
very true. Me too for a while. Happy birthday, Miss President. No, I'm fine. This has been fucking great, guys.
You're okay. You're good. You're keeping it together.
Listen, I'm not walling myself up on an island in Florida with a bunch of 9-toed cats. I'm fine.
Yes.
That's an Ernest Hemingway joke, people.
Yeah. Picking up on it. You're just on a weird podcast about pro wrestling, so that's fine. Just
but you'll learn things.
Yeah. Let's see. Twitter at Jonny Fashion. That's me. Follow me there. And then, like I said, we're on Podbean, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, TuneIn Radio. We got the hotline 929-260-3099. And then go buy a piece of clothing from us on our Teespring store. And I want to give a quick shout out to the band Follow the Fox. I feel like I've been forgetting that plug. I don't know why, but
you haven't been.
I feel like I have been. I don't know.
No, I don't think you do. I think you say it every time.
My voice is gonna get higher. Yeah. Follow the Fox band. Dylan and Sarah. They're based out of Denver, Colorado. Good buddies of ours. They did the intro and outro music for this show. And if you want to follow them on Facebook and Instagram, it's at Follow the Fox Band. And then they have a website, followthefoxband.com. Check them out if you're ever out in the Colorado area. That's about it, boys. I want to thank you both for joining me. Dalton, thank you for spending your birthday with Harmon and I.
Hey, I'm not really with you guys. I'm actually in my bedroom, but I mean, it's been fun all the same.
I'm in the bedroom too.
Are we both in? We're in separate bedrooms.
This podcast is coming from inside the house.
Holy shit. No.
Yeah,
it is Halloween.
Dalton, I hope you enjoy the rest of your birthday. And
hey, I will, man. This has made it all the more enjoyable, man. I love doing this.
Perfect. Well,
support independent wrestling.
Damn it!
That's the last one on the soapbox.
Wow. Gentlemen, thank you guys both for joining me. Listeners at home, thanks for listening. We will catch you later.
Bye.
Support independent wrestling.
We're gonna talk about wrestling from today and the past. It's gonna be a blast.